This Medical Minute is brought to you by Avera.
Sometimes it's the smallest injuries that leave us with the largest amount of pain.
True story. Ligament and muscle pulls are not fun, but if those injuries are putting a damper on being active, a solution just might be in reach. Jake Iverson takes a look in tonight's Avera Medical Minute.
When you watch Brad Wilson's workout, you can tell he's a fitness rock star. However, 2 years ago, that almost ended after a water skiing mishap.
And then when I was coming back out of the water the second time, I felt a crunch in my groin area, and there was no doubt that something went wrong.
Brad tore a groin muscle that left him with lingering pain in his right hip. Ibuprofen and physical therapy helped him make it through the day in his workouts, but Brad's hip never really felt the same.
I was probably operating at 80% in my workouts, and I knew what not to do to avoid the pain. But there was also things that I didn't do because of the pain.
Conservative measures weren't working, so Brad met with orthopedic surgeon Dr. Travis Liddell.
And so that's when they ordered the MRI and they found the labral tear.
You can see that little black triangle there at the top of the hip, and there's just a small amount of fluid leaking between that where the bone meets that labrum, and that's a labral tear that he had there.
Now the labrum, it's a lining of tissue that goes around the acetabulum, or the cup of the hip bone. This helps to create stability and a good seal between the ball of the femur and the hip bone itself. But in Brad's case, he had two deformities. The first was on his femur.
Here you can see just a very small little bump of bone on that view there, which is where that bone impinges on the side of the cup when he flexes up.
The cup of Brad's hip also hung over too far, so over time, different movements were causing those bones to pinch and tear into Brad's labrum.
With time, the studies show that this can lead to cartilage wear and then, like I said, eventually arthritis. And so I think if Brad had kind of just put this off and kept kicking the can down the road, it's likely that with time this could have done some damage to the joint that we wouldn't have been able to make better with just a scope.
With surgery, Dr. Liddell was able to repair Brad's labral tear and also shave down the bone deformities to prevent the injury from happening again. After the surgery, Brad spent 4 weeks on crutches and began another stint in physical therapy.
I like to start physical therapy early, within a few days of surgery, and that's usually for kind of early motion and getting that hip moving, and then gradually working on strengthening and weight bearing, and then eventually working on conditioning and exercises.
Brad knew he needed the surgery, but admits he was worried he'd have to tone down his workouts or give up his active lifestyle to keep his hips healthy. But in reality, the surgery opened his eyes to how debilitating his injury was, and if anything, his workouts are now in high gear, and every kick feels absolutely incredible.
Glad I did it. My hip is stronger. It's almost 100% after 6 months. The physical therapy at Core just did a great job. I was really happy.
With your Avera Medical Minute, I'm Jake Iverson, KSFY News.
After getting the all clear from Dr. Liddell, the last test for Brad was getting back to water skiing, which he was finally able to do over the 4th of July weekend. That's success. For more information about hip injuries, call 877-AVERA. You can also visit KSFY.com and click on Health.